Hi, my name is Amanda Radke with Beef Magazine. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're grilling up filet mignon stuffed with shrimp and topped with basil garlic butter. We're going to pair that with sugar grilled asparagus fresh from my garden. Now I know these sound a little bit intimidating and kind of fancy, and it's because they are. They're inspired by reality TV show celebrity and professional chef Rory Schepisi. But today I'm going to show you just how easy cooking with beef really is. So let's get started. First of all, I have the butter sauteing on the stove. We need to add our basil and garlic. Rory suggested freeze-dried basil and garlic for this, so we'll go add that in. Like Rachel Ray always says, I wish you guys had smell-o-vision so you could smell this butter, basil, and garlic mix. We're going to pour that into a bowl. And then while the pan is still hot, we're going to add our chopped up shrimp and saute that for a few minutes. Then we're going to throw the butter into the fridge and let it cool off, and we'll dollop that on top of the steaks later. In the garlic butter, we're going to work with the steaks. Now Rory calls for a filet mignon, but I had sirloins on hand. Now luckily for us, sirloins are one of the 29 lean cuts of beef according to USDA dietary guidelines. Now what we need to do with the sirloins is cut a pocket so that we can stuff the steaks with shrimp. So I'm going to cut that pocket there, really nice and easy. Don't go all the way through the steak, just part way through. Now it's best to have the steaks at room temperature before throwing them on the grill. Another important thing to note is steaks have to be safe and savory, which means for medium rare they need to be cooked to 145 degrees Fahrenheit. I always keep my meat thermometer on hand to be able to test it and make sure I have the perfect steak every time. Now that we're done prepping the steaks, I'm going to wash my hands, grab the shrimp, and get the sugar grilled asparagus ready. The shrimp looks so good. We're going to set that aside in this bowl. Now for the sugar grilled asparagus, we need olive oil, salt and pepper, an orange, and sugar. So we'll mix the ingredients that I had pre-measured out. And take a grill baster and brush the asparagus. And this is the first year living on my farm with my husband, and I was really excited to discover asparagus growing in the garden. So this is fresh from the garden, picked this morning. And we're ready to head out to the grill. We've got the grill prepped and we're ready to stuff our shrimp into the steak. They're a little slippery. But once we have the steaks stuffed, we throw them onto the grill. I'll continue to do that. Then we'll also add our sugar glazed asparagus. I use a tin foil just to make sure the drippings don't fall onto the grill for these vegetables. Plus they take a little less time to cook. So we have those on the grill. We'll rub our mixture on it one more time. And we'll get the rest of the steaks going and we'll meet you back inside. Last minute preparations for our meal. A little orange zest on the asparagus. I will serve the rest of the orange on the plate with some fresh berries. And then we have our basil butter and just a dollop of that on top of the steak to melt up. And you're good to go. And you'll notice that it's a complete My Plate table following the new dietary guidelines. Serving of dairy, a quarter of the plate for fruit, a quarter for vegetables, another for steak, and then finally whole grains. Enjoy and happy grilling this summer.